Hi, I'm Brian Lord, Senior Vice President here at Premier Speakers Bureau. I'm joined by Jeff Havens, who is the most sarcastic speaker we work with. So, Jeff, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, thank you.
Now you have to live up for that. Now it's going to be uncomfortable the whole time.
I'm going to make fun of you the entire interview.
Absolutely,
That's my goal.
Absolutely. So your new presentation is Us versus Them.
Yes.
How does that work?
Okay, the basic point of that presentation is to let people know that there aren't 4 generations in the workplace. There are 2 generations in the workplace. There are young people and old people. That's all there really is. When you're having a problem at work about generational, or that you ascribe to generational issues, you never say to yourself, well, I'm a baby boomer with traditionalist sensibilities trying to understand the subtle nuances of the Gen X and Gen Y mind. Nobody ever says that. All we ever say is that punk kid has no idea what he's talking about, or that old person should just retire. That is all that anybody ever says. So I think people are having a difficult time with the generational question because in a 4-generational model, you are in one camp and you have 3 enemies, and you have to approach your 3 enemies with 3 completely different managerial styles. And that's not easy for us because that's not how we do things. We divide everything into 2s, men against women, Republicans against Democrats. And we do that to make things simple. So I'm trying to make this conversation simple, but I'm also trying to do it in a really entertaining way.
Now, you used to be a teacher.
Yes.
And I don't know if it was high school or middle school, but
9th and 10th grade English.
All right.
Kids love reading. That's why I'm here.
Which is the harder audience? High school kids or corporate people?
Oh my gosh, high school. I actually think that there is no better preparation for a career in public speaking of any kind, politician, corporate speaker, whatever, than being a high school teacher, because there is no audience worse than a bad day of teaching. The good days of teaching are amazing. You feel like you are changing the world at that very moment, but the bad days are just horrible. I've never been to a corporate event where people like punched each other or threw their drinks at each other, or then got up, smacked someone, and then ran around the room and then sat back down. Like, it's never happened at a corporate event. If you want it to, that's cool, but it's not going to happen. I don't think so. After teaching high school, there's really nothing that a corporate audience is going to do that's going to kind of take me off of my game.
When you finish a speech, when you're done with it, how do you know if it's been successful or not?
When I know that people have laughed and had a good time, and I can, at the same time, the way that my presentations go is this really kind of weird up and down arc where you're laughing and you're quiet and you're thoughtful, and then you're laughing again, and then you're thoughtful, and then you're pensive, and then you're laughing a lot. And when I know that we've ridden this kind of interesting wave of relaxing, having a good time, recognizing some of the absurd things other people do, and then at the same time reflecting on our own behaviors and realizing that some of those things I'm suggesting that you do, that you know you're not supposed to do, I actually am doing that. When I get to see an audience laughing and thoughtful all at the same time, then I know I've done a pretty good job.
Now, one of the things that we're really big at here at Premier is making sure the event planner looks good and we make their life easier. How do you do that?
Well, by making sure that they that I do a conference call with them ahead of time. I will always talk to you ahead of time. I will always make sure that you know that I've arrived at the event ahead of time, so that you don't have to worry about whether or not I've actually shown up. I love to go to the social events ahead of time. So if I'm going to be a morning keynote speaker, but they're doing a dinner in the exhibitor hall, or just a quiet dinner together with the planners, I love to get together with them because it's more personal that way. I feel like I have a better connection with people, but then also I can learn a little bit that's more particular, maybe something that has happened in the last week since the conference call that I can incorporate into my presentation so that it's tailored better than that. I also will do a promo video for people, so I'll put together a very short video getting the attendees excited to come to the event. It's actually been, I have had other people tell me it's been a very good way of driving attendance to get people excited 2 weeks before the event. I've written hundreds of articles on professional development. I'm happy to give those to people as part of their newsletters or anything else that they want. So they don't just get me coming, talking for an hour or 90 minutes or whatever, and then leaving. I want to have a relationship before the event, during the entire course of the event, and then I also want to be able to have an impact afterwards as well.
So for you event planners who are watching this, you can check out below for Jeff's video bio, everything else. I know I'm horrible. And then also make sure to subscribe to this channel for additional videos. So thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you.